Home Depot's new partnership with AAFES is a big win for military service members and their families. You can now buy Home Depot's appliances via the BX or PX or the Exchange website tax-free and at a slight discount compared to Home Depot's in-store prices.
Welcome to the Military Money Manual Podcast, where every episode is all about achieving financial independence in the military faster than before. We believe personal finance shouldn't be boring or intimidating. Building wealth can be simple, and financial freedom is the ultimate financial goal. Now, here's your hosts, Spencer and Jamie.
Hello, podcast listeners. Spencer Reese here from militarymoneymanual.com, joined by my co-host, Jamie. Today, we're talking about a new partnership between AAFES and the Home Depot. Anyone eligible to shop at the AAFES BX or PX, including active duty, guard, reserve, veterans, retirees, and eligible dependents can now shop a collection of tax-free offerings of major appliances. We're talking here about washers, dryers, refrigerators, freezers, dishwashers, oven, microwaves, and more will be available for purchase through the Home Depot's branded online page at shopmyexchange.com. Jamie, what kind of benefits can military service members or others who are eligible to shop at the BX or PX expect out of this partnership?
So the one I'm most excited about is the better customer service, because no one really thinks of great customer service and AAFES in the same sentence usually. Home Depot is generally pretty good, a little bit better nationwide company, better supply chain logistics network and things like that. I think most people will also be very excited about the tax-free. I recently bought a washer dryer set, cost me a little over $1,500. Where I live, it is a 10% sales tax, which is terrible, but that's $150 or so tax savings on future appliance purchases. And that's just for washer and dryer. Imagine if you're building a home or renovating your home where you need all the appliances in your house. This could be several $100s of savings. Also, you do get a slight discount from Home Depot. It's only a 1% savings compared to what is in store, but it is nice to save a little bit. It might be $15, $20 depending on what you're buying, maybe $50 if you're buying a lot. Another nice thing is that it doesn't really take any extra work. There's nothing to register for because most of our listeners probably already have an account at shopmyexchange.com, which is the website for the BX, PX, or formerly known now as the Exchange, so they don't exclude Air Force or Army there. Another neat thing is if you're at some of the big bases, Home Depot is actually going to launch 5 appliance showrooms in some of the BXs and PX around the continental United States. These include Fort Moore, Georgia, Fort Cavazos, Texas. Hopefully I said that right. That's a new name. Joint Base San Antonio, Randolph, Texas, Dyess Air Force Base, Texas, and Fort Sill, Oklahoma. So some of these really large bases are getting an actual in-person appliance showroom in their AAFES. But the program is open to any military member or veteran retiree, like you said, anywhere in the continental United States, in addition to Oahu, Hawaii, and Puerto Rico.
Hopefully they add some more Oconus locations as well. Like I can imagine if you're at Ramstein or in Japan, you might want to take advantage of this, but you would run into the problems with the electrical plugs being different. So I wonder if that's the limb fact there is they just want to distribute to places that they know they're going to be able to plug in the appliance and it's actually going to work.
I'm sure some of it maybe is where Home Depot already is. Like, I don't think Home Depot has a store on Maui, but I know they do in Honolulu. So I wonder if their existing logistics network is already in place in these locations.
Those are some great benefits, Jamie. Another thing that you mentioned earlier was that the appliances are going to be fulfilled through the Home Depot network, and then the customer service is also going to be done by Home Depot. So I think that's something I'm excited that the Exchange has outsourced to a larger corporation to handle. The other thing is the exchanges have always sold major appliances, but I think the primary motivation here, besides, Home Depot opens up a couple more customers, is provide better customer service to the military customers, especially in the delivery. Just a quick note from one of our sponsors, and then we'll be right back to the show. This episode is brought to you by YNAB, Y-N-A-B. YNAB is a personal finance tool that enables you to enjoy guilt-free spending and effortless saving with a friendly, flexible method for managing your finances. You can sign up for a 34-day, 100% free trial, no credit card required, at militarymoneymanual.com/YNAB. We had the founder of YNAB, Jesse Meekum, on the show in episode 58 for one of our all-time favorite episodes. Highly recommend you go listen to that episode and then head over to militarymoneymanual.com/YNAB to sign up for your free trial. Jesse and his team have created the ultimate personal finance system and app.
I've been a YNAB user for over 4 years, and in that time, my net worth has increased substantially by several 100%. I can promise you that your net worth will increase by more than the cost of the annual subscription if you start using this app and using the 4 rules that Jesse Meekum discovered. Rule number 1, give every dollar a job. Rule number 2, embrace your true expenses. Rule number 3, roll with the punches. And rule number 4, age your money.
Whether you're trying to pay off debt, build a better financial relationship with your spouse or partner, save more, or achieve financial freedom, YNAB can help you achieve those goals. Again, you can sign up for a risk-free 34-day trial at militarymoneymanual.com/YNAB. YNAB. Love how you spend your money. Now let's get back to the show.
Spencer, another thing I really like is that in the next couple months here, summer 2023, they're actually going to have inside of the exchange locations a mobile checkout system to help you browse Home Depot's inventory and buy an appliance. So if you've ever seen one of those kiosks like to order your ribbon racks at the military clothing and sales, I'm picturing something kind of like that where you can browse through the tablet or the computer and look through the Home Depot inventory for major appliances and set up that delivery right there. So tax-free, 1% discount on the price, better selection, better customer service, better delivery. All branches are eligible. All Shop My Exchange customers, all you have to do if you don't already have an account is sign up on shopmyexchange.com. And then under the appliances, you'll see a banner now for Home Depot. It's very easy to get to and start browsing.
Now, Jamie, Home Depot already offers a 10% military discount. Does that apply to appliances? I have an article about that on my website. I'm going to have to go update.
No, unfortunately, it doesn't. Yeah, you might have to update that one. But the appliances are excluded at Home Depot and Lowe's actually from their 10% discount. If you don't have that, by the way, for everything else you buy at Home Depot or Lowe's, the Home Depot one's both of them are easy, but the Home Depot one specifically, you can register your Home Depot account via the Sheer ID verification system. And then when you go to check out, all you have to do is type in your phone number or scan the QR code in your Home Depot app when you're checking out in store. And it can also be a link to your online account. The other day, we were at Home Depot buying packing supplies, bubble wrap, and things like that. And all I did at self-checkout was type in my phone number and it automatically applied the discount. So those of you that know my phone number, don't go stealing my identity for the 10% discount. It's not worth it.
And if you want to learn more about this program, people can Google the Home Depot and Shop My Exchange. And the shopmyexchange.com website has set up a page there explaining more about the service. Jamie, anything else that you want to leave the listeners with?
So this episode is obviously a lot about Air Force and Army audience with the Exchange or the BX or the PX. But we also saw that Home Depot officials anticipate rolling out a similar program with the Navy Exchange, the NEX, or the Marine Corps Exchange later this year. So you can expect to see very similar process in the end of 2023 for our Navy and Marine Corps brothers and sisters. Hopefully that'll be just as good, if not maybe better, but I'd bet it's probably going to be identical.
Awesome. Hopefully, listener, that will save you some money the next time that you have to go buy some appliances. If you have any questions or feedback, you can message us on Instagram at Military Money Manual or email us podcast@militarymoneymanual.com. We do appreciate all the questions and messages that we receive, and we appreciate all the likes and reviews that we've received on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. If you did get value out of this podcast, please remember to leave us a rating on Spotify or a review on Apple. We do appreciate that, and that helps us climb the rankings and allows other military service members to find out about these deals, discounts, and other hacks and tips on their journey to financial independence. We'll catch you in the next episode of the Military Money Manual podcast.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this episode of the Military Money Manual podcast. If you're enjoying the show, please feel free to rate, subscribe, and leave a review wherever you listen to your podcasts. This helps others find the show, and we really appreciate it. Thanks again for tuning in, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
This episode is brought to you by my favorite military personal finance book, The Military Money Manual, a practical guide to financial freedom, written by our very own Spencer Reese.
That's right, Jamie. I wrote this book because I wish someone had handed me a book like this on my first day in the military. there were no personal finance books written specifically for military service members. So I decided to change that and write the book. In this book, I explain the exact money tactics and investing strategies that enabled me to achieve financial independence while I served in the U.S. Air Force.
So Spencer, who is this book for?
If you're in the military, and we're talking about Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, Marines, whether you're active duty, guard, reserve, enlisted, officer, a military spouse, a cadet, it doesn't matter which branch of the armed forces you are in. I wrote this book specifically for you. In addition, any ROTC or Academy cadet or midshipman would also benefit from the game plan for financial success that I lay out in the book.
With dozens of 5-star reviews on Amazon and hundreds of happy readers, it's no wonder that the Military Money Manual was selected by the U.S. Air Force Academy Association of Graduates as a parting gift for the class of 2023. Ryan from Goodreads.com says, the most comprehensive investing personal finance book written specifically for military members I've read so far. This book should be handed to every new lieutenant at commissioning. On Amazon.com, Matt reviewed, this book should be on the Commandant's reading list. And lastly, Jonathan on Amazon said, this is the book I wish I read when I joined.
The Military Money Manual is available on Amazon, Audible, and my website in hardcover, paperback, ebook, Kindle, and audiobook. Podcast listeners are eligible for a special discount by using promo code PODCAST when you purchase the Military Money Manual on shop.militarymoneymanual.com.
Again, that's the Military Money Manual, available on Amazon and shop.militarymoneymanual.com with promo code PODCAST. The views and opinions presented here are those of the speakers and do not necessarily represent the views of the DoD or its components. Reference to any commercial products or services does not constitute DoD endorsement of those products or services.